Okay, so we are going to mark for death on Ghost Spider here. Sam
Interesting,
is now
interesting
going to
choice.
charge. It's on Ghost Spider or Amazing Spider-Man?
Amazing would make more sense. Okay, it's on Pete.
Oh, it's on Amazing
That
Spider-Man.
makes more sense.
So, oops, no rerolls. Only showing 1 on the defense, only showing 2 on the attack, and no ricochet. So, still 1 through. And looks like he's going to do it again.
1 dice is gone. Never to return.
Okay, showing 4 there, blocking 2. He did get a crit. He'll get a power for that, and another die, and he converts it. So, blocking 3 out of 4. He'll take 1, soup du jour.
Tim's been doing this a long time.
Making rhymes actually specifically for just soup du jour. Turtles all the way down. That's what they're doing. They're trying to crash that turtle stock price. He did do damage, so he will get a push because he's size 2 or less. And move him off the point as he's already activated. And this is... What is this? Oh, he did get a ricochet in the second?
Because what's the ricochet on? It's on a wild. Right?
Wild.
Yeah, it's on a wild.
Yeah, I think he had a wild in the second one. He had a bunch of successes there. So that was into Ghost Spider, you said, yeah? The ricochet?
Nope.
Oh, might have been, yeah, in the Black Cat.
Miscreantia Destera?
Okay. So that wasn't a Black Cat. It does look like she has
Thanks for following.
2 damage on her. 1 damage on her and an activated token, maybe?
It might be Miscreant
Two.
Destera?
Oh, what's that? Yeah, Miscreant Destera. I don't know. 1 on her. Okay, so Black Cat has 1. Well, and there's the activated and other stuff on there too, so it was difficult to tell. Okay. But you know what they're saying? In the words of Master Shredder,
Sure.
tonight I think I'll dine on turtle soup.
You could say tonight you.
What's that mean?
What, are we talking with the dog there? I like how it took you just a few seconds for that to fully process.
It did. Oh, I thought there was more coming, and then when I realized there wasn't, I was like, oh.
Uh-oh.
One of my first World of Warcraft servers that I played on, there was a guild named Hand Banana Ate My Ocelot.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember any ocelots in that particular episode,
I don't either.
but
So score is definitely going to even out more this time because we do have a little bit of a, I don't want to say disparity, a point differentiation, parity, that's the word I was looking
point
for, parity.
differential? Yeah,
Point
yeah.
parity is going to the Outlanders. So obviously just the Ultron thing alone is going to even that up at least, and just depending on what happens on the mosh pit on that other point.
yeah, Amazing Spider-Man should very much go down here. He's not getting any of his rerolls. That first volley of shields didn't really do a ton, but he still has Steve. He still has Luke Cage over there.
Yep.
While this really should be a good time for those Web Warriors to swing back into the lead, they probably should. There was like a very brief version of the late, great Gilbert Gottfried as the fire detector in the Be Cool About Fire Detection commercials. If you don't want to get burned, be cool about fire safety.
So an interesting, depending on the positioning over there, it's hard for me to say completely because of the angle of this, but if he did put Mark for Death on Pete, it's interesting that you would do it on the model that's surrounded by bodyguards. Or am I on the wrong side of this? I think I'm on the wrong side of this.
So Spider-Man, amazingly, is playing all webbed up, getting both Captain America's and Luke Cage.
Because he didn't have Luke.
Yeah, because all the bodyguard is for the Avengers.
Yeah, that's all on the other side. Okay. Keep it track, man. Keep track of this thing.
Right? Turtles 2 ways, as they say.
Interesting to play all webbed up now, since you don't have quite as many activations to fully enjoy the benefit of that.
I mean, the slow stays, right?
Yep, that does stay. And if he does remove one of the characters that helps him get the position on, then it's definitely worth it. Mm-hmm. But usually you see that card played fairly early on in a round.
Just the yes. So a little discussion about, what the slow token looks like now.
Oh, from the new box.
Mm-hmm. It's the yes. On my home planet, it's a symbol for peace.
The DS?
Just the yes.
That's beautiful. Did you write that?
Oh, you also got Gwen with that all webbed up. What's that?
I said, did you write that?
Oh, I meant Hope.
You wrote Hope.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So
I put it on an Everett dictionary and they kept it, and then they moved to real dictionaries.
What about X-Men Prodigy? That had Hope in it. Did you write
Messiah
that?
Complex.
And Messiah Complex.
AVX.
That's a comic book reference, Taylor.
All right, so we're getting some of our all webbed up stuff here. So Cap is going to take this.
Which Cap?
So this is Miles into Ghost Spider, and then Captain America says, "Oh no!"
No step on Snake.
No step. Showing 3, and he's blocking 1. So Cap's going to take 2.
Which Cap?
Captain America, the one with bodyguard.
I guess that would be Steve.
And he does get a throw off that. Instead of throwing him into dudes or things, he just throws them away. Because he doesn't want that bodyguard happening anymore. It's not going to daze him. He doesn't want to deal with that all the time.
It's a good move.
Yeah, good move. I think a lot of people could fall prey to that.
For sure.
And then he is going to web swing back for the low price of 2 power. Oddly enough, that's also what the washer and dryer cost in my building. And he's going to contest that back objective.
What is your measurement that your electric company uses?
It's not a coin-operated washer and dryer. It's a power-operated washer and dryer.
Sure.
That's why I had to buy multiple versions of the new core box to get more power tokens.
No D on Krypton. Oh, no.
Krypton?
Yeah.
Or Dripton.
Got him. Whatever.
That was the Roaring 20s on Krypton. They just referred to it as the Dripton era. Everyone had drip.
That's true.
Listen, they had no ice, but they were wearing it.
True privilege to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of broken terrain in this. I guess Ultron going down stopped a lot of that. Not a lot of throws.
Ultron going down usually ends in a burst. All right, so this is a punch into ASM. And he's not going to roll nothing. He's going to take 3 damage from that. Good. In the words of Juggernaut, nice punch.
That was into ASM.
That was into ASM, yes.
So no rerolls.
Oops, no rerolls.
Something that also stops you from using rerolls, being shot at by somebody who's blue. Mm-hmm. Really distracts you. You're like, wait, is that person blue? I don't know what to do.
Fair. And it doesn't even really matter which blue person it is.
Could be my girlfriend.
Could be your girlfriend.
She's blue.
Could be a girl pretending to disguise herself as your girlfriend.
That's true.
And we're going to get another punch into Petey, who rolls all blanks out.
Hate to see that.
But only 1.
Yep, there's the objective transfer right there.
Yep. So that 1 is all he needed to get the stun. And by stun, I mean daze, and he'll drop a hammer every ways.
And it looks like that might even it back out for parity to be going towards Outlanders.
Mm-hmm.
Although, we will say Logan doing what he did was a 2-point swing.
Yes.
So I'm not, depending on how the scoring last round, it was hard for me to see because that truck's in the way, but if Outlander scored that far away objective from our camera, that might have only been a 1-point swing back. So it could be even next round.
Yes, it very much could be, yeah, because I believe the Avengers have it up top. Because
I think they had it last round, too.
Yeah. Because he has Cage, he has America, he has another America, he has a Ghost Spider, potentially.
But we also don't seem to have a character on the Outlander deployment side secure.
Correct. Yep. There's no one on the back point for the Outlanders. So if you're gonna get off that point, you need to make sure you're picking up the one you're trying to contest against your opponent.
Which it might have been a better idea for the webway player to rotate instead of trying to go in for the fight and just be like, okay, Pete's going down, I might as well go for the points instead of getting into a knockout brawl.
Yeah, I completely agree. And Pete activated very early.
Yeah, for sure.
But to leave him a little bit later to not get as much damage done, but to be able to rotate over there. I mean, he's a long mover with a range 3 place, and placement off his attacks and stuff too.
Because with Petey, I would say 9 times out of 10, it's almost worth it that since he has mastered spider senses, you want him to only be getting swung at once.
Correct.
Just because you can rotate with him so easily.
And if there's a mark that gets put on him that you don't want, it's definitely the death one.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of which, at least somewhat soon, the Horsemen of Death will be here.
That's very true. Yeah, the Horsemen of Death is a delivery service here in Niles, Illinois, that will be dropping off some Carolina Reaper wings.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. They call them the Carolina Reaper of Death, but in Niles, Illinois.
Who was the Horseman of Death in Age of Apocalypse?
Gambit.
That was Gambit. Yeah, that was Gambit. Rogue was...
Wait, Age of Apocalypse might have been Wolverine. Tisdale will know this. Who was the Angel of Death in
Horseman.
Age of Apocalypse? Horseman. Okay. You failed me for the last time, Alec
Like and
Baldwin.
favorite this video and comment about who was the the Horseman of Death in Age of Apocalypse.
Do you remember the textual service, KGB?
I remember them as
a phone number and ask them a question, and they charge you $4 and Google it for you.
Well, I texted the KGB a lot when I was younger, and they just kept sending me, a lot of things I'm not allowed to talk about.
Yeah.
Real sensitive information.
Mike, would you be able to move down the power phase size of the box just a little bit to even it out? Perfect.
Good.
I taped that down. I don't know how it's been able to be moved so much.
Well, when you're playing NCP, you get caught up in the heat of the moment. Love that song, Asia. And, they throw it in there. Tell me where your heart is.
Not to be confused with the Green Goblin parody song, Trick or Treat of the moment. Longing, Rusted, Furnace, Daybreak, 17... Hold on. Whoa, what are we doing?
I think that might be Black Widow's kill activation.
Is it?
Word sequence or something like that. That's probably what it
Or
is.
Winter Soldiers?
Yeah, could have been his too.
Winter Soldier activation words.
Yep.
All right, well, somewhere out there, Bucky just turned... Benign.
That's how you activate Toxic Dylan.
Benign's a great word.
X-23, second judge call of the day. X-23 had a sniffy activation. She would sniff things and be like,
That's right.
time for some...
The old
there I
pheromone
go.
stuff.
There I go killing again.
I'm sorry, you said Luke Cage? Oh, okay, so Black Cat activated and just kind of reached in Luke Cage's pocket and pulled out a hammer. And she's like, well, this is mine now.
You can fit it in your pocket.
Yep.
You sure can.
Well, Luke Cage traditionally wears carpenter jeans,
Sure.
which have the little loop, which you can put a hammer in.
Yeah, that's true. That's good thinking on his part.
It
Just
is.
in case you bump into a meow meow somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Kate Dennings, by the way.
Cat Dennings?
The cat?
Yeah. There's no
Listen.
E.
We're going to keep this PC. Great actor.
Mm-hmm.
Love her character.
If you not want to keep it PC, nope.
You can keep it PCN.
Not going to do that.
You can keep it
Remind-
PCN by liking, favoriting this video,
That's
and
right.
giving commenting down below.
Let's take a quick check over on the multi-stream thing and see. Oh, it refreshes it, huh? All right. If anyone's watching this on YouTube, TikTok, or X, and you've commented, the answer to your question or statement was, I don't know, about 4 or 5.
That's about what I was thinking.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute these quick.
Well, I don't think I will, actually.
Okay.
I'm very sleep-deprived and uncaffeinated.
Kat Denny. Yep, that she does.
She sure does. Acting and modeling.
Television and film.
Yep, she does both very well. Is she a model?
I don't know. Hey, Pink Chick or Pink Chic. Thank you for the follow. Here's here's like the down low. Here's like the Tim's trash tips, right? If there's a new follower or something that's a Twitch name, and never try to pronounce the whole thing. Try to pick out a syllable or two, or the start or the finish or the middle.
Sure.
That's a very clear word.
Sure.
And just give them that nickname right out of the gate.
Well, I'll just try it right now.
Yeah.
Pick and Pink Chick Dr. Mario. Did I get it?
Yeah. I got it in one.
Also, so something I would like for the PCN community to consider, and by that I mean Tim, is...
Oh, that was a poll on Miles, by the way.
Now, when you do these events and then you talk to the people that win them, I think we need to reframe what it is that PCN stands for. I think we should actually start interviewing the person that got last. Because I think they're more our speed.
That's fair. I'm not very fast.
You're not. And I run a lot, but I'm still not fast at it.
So we have an Avengers Assemble. We have Cap spending for it, and what looked like Cage.
Cage is an Avenger.
Cage is an Avenger.
It's got the badge and everything.
And you get the interview done a lot earlier. So yeah, we've mixed it up and done like both players at the top table or something along those lines. And
sure.
There's a lot of opportunity for talking and being able to interview people.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying the person that gets last is probably the person that I would understand their train of thinking more, because they came with Viper specifically for the Sentinels matchup.
With who in the lead, sir? Okay.
Yep. So it did swing back. The Outlanders did keep pair. Oh, is it? Oh, it's so there was a swing back
by one. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a 2-point differential.
They web swung into the lead by one.
I don't get it.
No, they were able to crawl out of the tub by one.
Wow.
A differential of 2.
I don't get it. So that Ultron, big swing.
Oh, big swing on that Ultron, yep. And the last activation was the Avengers, so I believe priority is going to be with the Web Warriors, which we could very well see a Logan force the Age of Ultron.
And we have...
Or if he knows the Age of Ultron is there, maybe just ignores it. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, sure. And we have 2 unclaimed secures.
Yes.
That's crazy. With a Web Warriors player. That's crazy. You don't see that very often.
Well, the Avengers Ghost Spider pulled Miles off.
Sure.
At the end, last activation. It was a great
Third judge call of the day.
Averaging about 1.5 judge calls per round.
Give or take, yeah. Statistically, that is true. We should probably do a few judge calls over here.
You just want to call a judge?
Yeah. Be like, hey, man, how you doing? You holding up?
Oh, call him on the phone?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
What's his number? 765-309?
867-5309. 603-803-3235. If you want to ever call the network, leave a voicemail. Maybe send it a text. Dylan's first words to me were, "Is this your real number?"
No, I think the first words I ever say to you is, "Who is lucky?"
And what does he do?
What does he do? I don't think Hobbit ever answered me. But we're doing a live play. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it. I think it comes out maybe tomorrow. Live play Dune RPG.
Okay.
Which sort of formed in the PCN the community.
In the Discord, yeah.
Yep, it formed in there. It's been a great time.
Hell yeah.
What a great RPG. Dune is great. We're not even on Arrakis. Spoiler, I guess. Even though it happens at the very beginning.
That's a different Infinity podcast? Is that the sister podcast to Arachne?
Well, it has... So it's Dr. D branded, but it's not Arachne branded.
Okay.
It's very technical. In the contract I made you sign, you have to realize that. What that means is up to you.
I really kind of gave myself a lot of future trouble by making my legal signature a small dog's paw print.
You did.
It's very easy to forge, unfortunately.
Because you can forge it with this model that I'm painting.
Yeah.
If you want to stay between the rounds, I'm just kind of painting and talking and going over some of the ways I paint. People consider me a pretty good painter, I feel like most of the time.
Well, they know that you paint without fear.
I have felt fear about a lot of things, mostly commitment, but let me just tell you, when it comes to painting, Judge Colvey, I have no fear while painting because I have no self-respect.
Yeah.
And when you paint a model and it's finished, it's better than an unpainted model.
Mm-hmm. That's very true.
Unless it's Kate Dennings.
Cat.
Is it Cat?
Yeah, it's Cat Dennings. There's no E. It's just K-A-T.
E!
They just spelled cat wrong.
All right.
I'm sure it's short for Cat Turin.
They spelled it wrong because there's only one T.
No, that'd make her Cat.
That was a
T.
Brian Regan joke, by the way. I know you love Brian Regan.
Hate Brian Regan.
You can't hate him.
Yes, I can.
You hate him?
I hate him. I hate the stupid voices and faces he makes during his stand-up.
I saw him live.
Listen.
You were there
for the last time.
You were on the front row, hammered drunk.
I thought I was seeing Jim Gaffigan.
Oh, I see.
No.
I was there for Brian. I was there for Brian Adams.
Dan, you settle down.
I know there's two T's. Yeah, he gets that's the Brian Regan joke.
Oh.
Because he's like, oh yeah, you know the school spelling bee? Spelled the cat K-A-T. I'm out of here. And then I talked to the guy while I'm walking by. I was like, oh, I know there's two T's.
I do not like Brian Regan.
It's called Cup of Dirt. It's a cup with dirt in it.
All right, so Go Spider back to MCP is going to pull Luke Cage way off the point. Stop reading Dan's comments. We're not talking about Brian Regan on this ever again. Wow. I'm going to ban the term.
We didn't even say the word.
Ban term Brian Regan. Oh, I'm not like actually modding right now, so I can't.
You didn't activate the sword.
Is it add?
I mean, wouldn't it just be easier for you to find something that upsets me?
Ghost Spider's going to move there.
That doesn't upset me at all.
And doing a spender into...
You hate to see that. Only two on a spender. Always feels bad.
Looks like it was in the cage. It looks like she did get the throw.
Indicate. Well, there's only three. Is it energy? Luke is 4 physical.
It is 4 physical for Luke. That was a... And then he's going to brace. That was a Ghost Spider spender into Luke Cage. But he only rolled 3 defense dice?
It must have been energy then.
But he only rolled 3 defense dice? Is there spender energy?
No. For spider technique?
Yeah.
No, it's all physical.
If only Dylan had like a laptop that he could look that up on really quick.
Look what up? Luke has 4 physical defense. I use him all the time. He's a defender.
I don't think you've ever used him before.
Look at me, I'm Tim. I think I know things, and I think you should listen
You
to
didn't even know
Arachne
Luke Cage
because
wears carpenter
it
jeans.
starts with an A, and I like A.
I do like A.
Also, I like bees. I don't know bees in Arachne.
I like B's as well.
My name's Tim.
I do. I mean, I just...
You sound just like it.
It's difficult when you're so spot on with it.
You sound just like me. I'm inside my own head. Get out of my head. Gwen spend. Okay, if it went to Gwen, that makes more sense. Because there was no reroll.
Thank you, Dean. So that was Gwen into Gwen.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yep. Gwen squared.
I don't get it.
Gotcha. I thought it was Luke Cage for some reason. And then Dylan just started yelling at me.
Public service announcement.
Oh, threw into Luke Cage.
Okay,
And then Cage braced.
That makes more sense. Public service announcement. If you get Gwenum, do not paint the bass guitar purple. It is red. Because that is Carnage's axe.
Oh, that's dope.
Because it's from the King in Black run side story of Gwen. So don't follow the box art. It is not correct.
Joe, yeah, I respect the token explosion on the left side of the board. Storage solutions are overrated. So that's actually, oddly enough, where all that power is the last place Goku channeled the Spirit Bomb. And people just kind of kept giving after he threw it.
Sure.
So it just kind of all pooled on the ground there.
That makes sense.
The northern, more pile of damage is actually Blood for the Blood Guy.
Spirit Bomb also only ever worked once? The entire time it was used?
Is it just on Boo, or did
I
it
think
just
it
on Boo too?
It worked on Boo. Frieza dodged it.
Yeah.
Did it correctly. I don't know why he wouldn't just do that in the first place. Vegeta got hit by it but didn't go down.
Yeah.
I don't know if it worked on Turles. I don't remember if it worked on that. That was Tree of Might. No, he used it to blow the tree up. I guess that kind of works.
Yeah.
What a weird ending. Anyway, side tangent on that one.
Tree of Might.
Goku confirmed for MCP.
Forgot about Turles.
Turles was awesome. He was one of the, dude. They didn't beat him.
Yeah.
Turles kicked the crap out of him. Mm-hmm. Even before he ate the fruit, and then he ate the fruit, and then he was unstoppable.
I'm sorry, that was that Ghost Spider web line. Spending one to web line.
Anyway, Turles OP MCP.
Okay, attacking. Black Cat. Looks like 2, blocking 2. Whole lot of nothing.
And crits don't explode.
Correct.
Against
No crit explosion on Black Cat.
Black Cat.
That one's a lot better. Showing 4. She is blocking 2. Her crits explode though. And she gets a reroll. So Black Cat will take 2.
Felicia's still up.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Felicia very good in this situation because of the fact she can steal a hammer. Probably want to go with her last.
Yeah, it makes her a target, right?
Sure does.
Normally, you want to be able to put yourself in a position where you can get that objective and then run away, so everyone has to say, bye, Felicia.
Yep.
Instead of killing her and saying, bye, Felicia.
So she's an interesting catch-22 in situations like this because if you do take her out, you're spending activations and something that potentially couldn't, like you have to prevent something that makes everything you do a little bit more unoptimal. But if you don't do it, then you know you're going to lose it.
And speaking of optimal, not dying and then double moving to their back extremis point, probably a good way to use your time.
Yeah, good time. Good way to do it. Mm-hmm. The fact that she has to drag that light post everywhere she goes, so that's...
Yeah, it's glued to her.
It's trouble. That's
literally, physically glued to her. Spirit Bomb is F-tier technique. I don't know why anyone just wouldn't learn the Destructo Disc and only use that.
Yeah, especially when you could move it around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Hellfire Grenade from Piccolo was one that I really liked.
That was a good. He doesn't use it that often.
No. Or am I thinking of Scatter Shot? The one where he fires at you 9,000 times?
Yeah. Yeah, wait, I think... did he ever do that again after Namek? I don't think he did.
Yeah. He did it against Boo. He did it a number of times.
Against Cell?
Yeah.
I guess he must use it, so... Poor TN does not get enough credit.
Oh, that Tri-Beam?
Yeah, especially the Boo fight.
I don't remember it in the Boo fight. I remember it in Imperfect Cell, where he effectively just applied no damage and just a knockback effect 19 times until he died.
And he screamed TN, or he screamed Chaozu, as he often does.
Yes. Yeah. Chaozu, honestly, has the only move in all of Dragon Ball Z that has a 100% confirmed kill count. And it's when he exploded on Nappa's back.
That's true. That's true. Also, you gotta feel sorry for Raditz and Nappa, where 2 of the 4 or 5 or 6 surviving Saiyans, and then after they die, nobody ever says their names again.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Poor Nappa.
Nappa was doing his job, and Vegeta blasted him.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you got to kill more than just Yamcha.
I suppose he also killed Tien.
I think he punched Tien's arm off his body.
That might have happened.
I think that's a special attack. I punch arms off your body.
I'm gonna beat this guy with another guy.
Yeah.
Also, Rip and Peaches, the guy who made Dragon Ball. Yeah, he did pass away.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama.
He did pass away.
Yeah. The art style for Chrono Trigger as well.
Yep. And we'll never know what happened to the lady that was like Jekyll and Hyde.
Lady and the Tramp.
She was in Dragon Ball. I forget her name.
Bulma.
She was the blonde that would sneeze and then change into the... Oh, goodness. What was her name? Yeah, I know, right? It drives me nuts. Because she never appears again, except in the background.
Launch.
Yeah, Launch. That was her name.
I never watched regular Dragon Ball. I couldn't stand it.
It was
The
awful.
animation was just way too dated for me. Like, I could never get into it.
I watched every single episode of it.
Did you really?
I consciously went through Crunchyroll, watched every single episode, and the last bit where Goku's like 20 or whatever, when he's like not a kid anymore, it's good.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of filler.
Yeah.
It's just a Shonen Jump issue.
So anyway, back to Dragon Crisis Proto Mall. Z.
Fifth judge call for the day.
Sam is going to spend 1 to charge.